Yeah, so there will be, I mean, there won't be time for me to wait for you all to practice. Instead, what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the question on my screen, and then I will be asking you, are you guys clear with it? Anyone wants me to repeat it? I'll be asking you all to make sure all of you all are fine with it. And thereafter, I'll move on to the next question. Okay. So then after the class, I'll send you all the files and you all can practice it. And if you all come across any difficulties in practicing it, you all can refer to the recording or you all can message me and get in touch with me. Okay. We'll keep it that way. Okay, guys. Are we doing database? Yes, Tedapon. We're doing one question from each chapter. Okay, I hope we can do it today. Let's start with graphics designing. Okay, we will start with graphics designing. Let me now share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen now. Okay, there you go. You can see my screen, and I need the 2021. So for graphics designing, guys, we have selected the 2021 paper. Okay, for graphics designing, we're doing the 2021 paper. So let me open up that question paper, which is over here. Everybody comfortable? Everybody okay? So can we practice at home? Shukra, yes, you can practice, but I don't think you will have time right now to practice because I will not be waiting for anybody. I have only 3 hours with you all. That's a very small amount of time. So I would recommend you all practice after the class. Okay, after the class, take your time and practice. Right now, it will be difficult for me to wait. Okay. Let me do a little bit of arranging on my screen, guys. I need the chat box to be made bigger. And Adam has just come. Okay. Now, everybody, let's get started. There is a question that has come up over here. Okay. It says that Medi needs some images to use in a presentation for the loan agency. Okay. So they have told us to do this gray color area. Okay. So I'm supposed to open a new Word document. This gray color area as well, I'll be skipping. Okay. This gray color area is pretty basic, right? Creating a Word document, inserting the footer, inserting the header, that is basic stuff. So I will be skipping it. Okay. This gray color area, to save time, I'll be skipping these gray color areas. Okay, guys. Okay. Medi wants to include an image in the presentation. She has saved an image saved as image1. Okay. Open that image and edit it. Okay. So what are we supposed to do with it? We are supposed to do some cropping. We are supposed to make it black and white. And we are supposed to add the text digging onto the image. Okay, fine. So let us first go and locate the image. It's in my folder, images. And this is located image1. Where is image1? Image1 is over here. Okay, guys. So I want to open it up. I'm going to use Photoshop first. Okay, I'm first going to use Photoshop. So I'm going to open Photoshop from here. Open Photoshop from here. Give it a second. It's a heavy program. Okay, everybody, observe my screen. Okay, observe my screen. So I'll ask you all from time to time some questions, and I prefer to do a drag and drop. Okay, I prefer to do a drag and drop. So I'm going to make this small, and then I'm going to drag and drop. Guys, don't drop it in the middle. Don't drop it in the middle. Drop it on the top. Okay, somewhere here. Please drop it. Okay, drop it somewhere here. So it appears as a separate tab. Can you see the image has appeared as a separate tab? Okay. One more thing I want to do. I want to change the size of my pointer so that you guys can see when I select something. Okay. Edit in Paint as well. Ranmit, I'm coming to you. Okay. Ranmit, give me a second to get back to your question. I'll tell you why Paint might be a problem. Give me a second. Okay. So I'm using Photoshop for now. I'll tell you why we did not go with Paint. Okay. Image has been opened up. Guys, any problem with how did I open, where to open, any questions in the chat? Okay. I'm just going to go ahead. Okay. Everybody with me now? So image has been opened up. First thing they say is crop the image to remove the bottom quarter of the image. Crop the image. So guys, crop tool is on the left hand side. Shortcut key is Shortcut keys. Guys, what? Control C. Oh my goodness. Who said Tedapon Control C? Tevan said Control C. Control C is to copy, right? I mean, come on, that is the most basic thing. I'm asking for crop. For crop inside Photoshop, you just press C. Okay. You just press C. Look, I'm about to press C. Everybody can look at this side. Can you look at the left-hand side? Fast, all of you, look at the left-hand side. Okay, Adam, I'm going to press C. Do you see? Crop gets selected. If you do not know the shortcut key, keep the cursor near it. Keep the cursor and wait for some time. Can you see? It tells you the shortcut key. Okay. Okay, guys. Just keep the cursor near it for a few seconds, and then it will tell you the name of the tool and the shortcut key. Okay. So we are supposed to crop what? We are supposed to crop the bottom quarter. So bottom quarter, I do not know how much that would be. Let me take it like somewhere up to here. Okay, somewhere up to here should be fine. Okay, up to here is fine. So I'm going to go and press enter. Okay, which means I'm okay with this amount of cropping. Go ahead and press enter. Okay. Up to the shovel, no, I think that'll be too much. Up to the shovel will be too much. Quarter, they said. Okay. Then the next thing that you have to do, guys, let me just show you one more thing. Okay, I'm going to undo this. What is the shortcut key to undo this? Shortcut key to undo this, Control Z. What if I want to undo multiple steps? Then what do I do? Very good, very good. Where do I get history from? Multiple times Control Z won't work. Multiple times Control Z won't work. It will work only once. Very good. I got two good answers. Very good. Answers are coming now. Window, and you get history. Okay. So in history, look here. All of y'all, it shows you what you have done. So you can go and click back. I don't want it, or I want it again. Okay, super. You guys know that. Awesome. Okay, so Sharoni and Shukra gave me that answer. Nice. Okay. The next thing that needs to be done is I need to make it black and white. I need to convert this image into black and white. Okay. So for that, we come to image, adjustments. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? No. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Okay. Can you delete the history? Can you delete what is in the editorial history? Yes. Can you delete? I'm not sure about that. No, you cannot do that. You cannot. You can. I didn't know that. You can right click and say delete if you want to delete that particular action. Okay, to that one. Okay, now guys, I need to convert this image into black and white. Right now it's a color image. Right now it's a color image. I need to make it a black and white image. So to do that, I will be going into image. I will be coming into adjustments. I'll be coming into mode. I'll be coming into mode, and I'll be saying I want this to be a grayscale image. Okay, I want this to be a grayscale image. Give me a second, Ranmit. So then the computer is telling me whatever changes you have made in this image will be discarded. Okay, if you have put any additional layers, those layers will all become one. Okay, let me repeat again. I want to convert this image, this color image, I want to convert it into a black and white image. Okay, so I come into image, I come into mode, and I say I want this to go into grayscale mode. Okay, grayscale means black and white. Okay, so when I click on grayscale, my computer gives me a warning saying that all the color information that is there in your image, that information will be discarded. Okay, it's giving me a warning. So it's asking, do you want to go ahead with that change, or do you want to cancel it? So I'm saying go ahead, discard those color information. Okay, because all these colors are going to be get rid of, are going to get deleted. Okay, so I click discard. So now the color information has gone and it has simply become black and white. Everybody, so far so good? So Ranmit says, I haven't used Photoshop for graphics questions. Ranmit, it will be an issue. Okay, if you're lucky, if they give you a simple question, which they say crop and put text, you can do it in Paint. But if they talk about things like using clone tool and all that, then you're going to have problems. Okay, Ranmit, okay, you never know what type of a question they'll ask. Certain past papers, they ask to do simple things, put some text, do some cropping. You can do that in Paint. But certain past papers, they said to select a certain part, make it bigger, clone it, you know, things like that. Okay, Ranmit. Okay, now what's the next thing? We are going a little slow. We are going a little slow. Add the text, digging onto the image. I want a shortcut key for text tool. For text tool, what's the tool? What's the shortcut key? For text tool. So T, let me check. I also don't know. I'm going to keep the cursor and see. It is T. Very good. Not Control T, not Control T. Control T is for what? Control T has another function. Anybody remembers? Who remembers? Very good. Transform. So Shukla gave us the answer. Control T will allow you to readjust the size of the image. You want to make it bigger, you want to make it smaller, you want to stretch it, you want to pull it. Okay, that is what we use Control T for. It's transform. Very good. Just T will go into the text tool. Okay, so have they told where to put it? They haven't told where to put, so I'll just put it somewhere over here. And I have to put the text digging onto the image. Digging onto the image. Okay, we have a problem. Text is not visible. I need answers. Text is not visible. What do I do? Ashrif, what do I do? Welcome, Ashrif. Text is not visible. Control A, very good. Select all my text. Increase the font size, very good. So you guys know what's happening. Okay, let's make it 20, 30. Okay, that's too small. Let's make it even bigger, 60. That looks bigger. Digging onto the image, right? They said. Oh, sorry, digging, just digging. Sorry. Just digging. Okay, my bad. Okay, you can refer to the note they have given in the first, after that for the font. Oh, I didn't get you. Ashraf, this is 2021 November. You may not have that paper. I'll give it to you. Okay, it's time for saving. Now, guys, up to this point, is it okay? Up to this point, everything okay? Anybody? I went too fast. You all got confused. Need me to repeat? Yes means everything okay? Yes, I'll send it to you via email. Okay, guys, can I know if anyone is having an issue? Can you just tell me I have an issue and then type your issue? Okay, until that, guys, for example, how many layers does this image have? How many layers does this image have? Two layers. Very Ranmet. Now, after 3, no, 2, right? It has 2 layers. What are the 2 layers? I have the background image. Background image is 1 layer, and on top of the background image, I have put the text digging. So there are 2 layers to this image. Okay. Now, if you want to edit the text, you have to come to the text layer. You have to come to the digging layer. If you want to edit the image, you have to come to the image layer. Keep that in mind. Okay. Time for saving. It's time for saving. So I'm going to come to File, Save As. Okay. So which format do I select? Which format do I select? Very good. Very good. So Shukra has told me it has to be in JPEG and Photoshop format. Okay. It has to be in JPEG and Photoshop format. Isn't the grayscale a layer as well? No, Faz, grayscale is not a layer. It's just a mode. Okay, Faz, let me show you. We had a color image. Now from color mode, I made it grayscale mode. It's not a filter on top of it to anything. No, it's just a setting I changed. Okay. So could you show how to make it grayscale? Very simple for this Ashrif. You come to image, you come to mode. Okay. So you come to mode and you say you want it to become grayscale. Okay. Okay, Ashrif. Now it's time for saving. So file, save as. What is the name of the file? So Tedapun name is digging. I have to put the name digging. Okay. So initially I will save as JPEG. Initially I will save as JPEG. Where's JPEG? JPG. Where's JPG? It's over here. Okay. I have saved it. They have asked me how high do you want the quality to be? Question paper didn't tell us anything about quality. So I'll just keep it as it is and go and click on OK. Now, remember, you must also save it in Photoshop format. Okay. You should also save it in Photoshop format. Can anybody quickly tell me why? Can anybody quickly tell me why do we need Photoshop? Very good. The answers are coming in case you want to edit the image. Okay. In case you want to edit the image. Okay. In case you want to edit the image, guys, in case you want, now when I save it as JPEG, both these layers, Ashrif, look here, both these layers, follow my cursor, okay? When I save as JPEG, both these layers will become one image, okay? So I can't change the text thereafter. But when I save it in Photoshop format, these layers will be separated. So say, for example, I noticed there's a spelling mistake in digging. I can go to the Photoshop format and change the text. Say, for example, I want to change digging to constructing, for example, I can go and change the text. Okay, that is only possible in the Photoshop format. It's not possible in the JPEG format. Okay, guys, don't say to make editing faster. That's a very vague answer. Okay, so be specific. The Photoshop format will allow the user to edit the layers. Okay. Photoshop format will allow the user to edit the layers. That might be a question. Why did you save it in PSD format? So mention this. Okay, don't just say faster, easier, better, vague answers. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm moving on then to the next question. Okay. Okay. Good question has come up here. Medi needs another. Amina, in the exam, they haven't told like that. They haven't told save as PDF, save as PSD, JPEG. They haven't told. Okay. So you can save in whichever format you want. Okay. But for your safety, I'm telling for your safety, save in both formats. Later on, you realize, oh, I have made a mistake. You can't start editing from the beginning, right? So for your safety, save in both formats. Okay. Medi needs another image to be used as the background for the slides in the presentation. Okay, naturally, all of you all create the image. The image must be fit for purpose. So fit for purpose, what's the purpose? What's the purpose we're using this image for? Digging? No. What are we using this image for? I just read it. I just read it. We are using it as a background for slides. For slides, isn't it? Okay, so for slides means most probably there'll be some text in front of it. Guys, read the scenarios carefully as backgrounds for the slides. So which means most probably on top of this image, there's going to be some text. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, the image must be fit for purpose, have the dimensions set to 1920 by 1080. Okay, it should combine of rectangles, circles, and arrow shapes. It should include the company name, the loan agency in a bold serif font. Okay, so shall we use Photoshop again for this? Or shall we use Paint? Let's use Paint. Okay. Well, let's use Paint. Let's use Paint. Okay, let's use Paint. Okay, so I'm going to open Paint. I'm going to open Paint. Okay. How do I get 1920 by 1080 pixels? Anybody can tell me how to do that? I'm closing Photoshop now. I'm freeing space in my RAM. Can somebody tell me? Very good. I'm getting an answer now. Coming to view and Shani. No, there's a way. Somewhere here it was. What is this? Can you all see this? If you have the old version of Paint, the button is there. Resize or size or something is there. I think in Sharon, in your one, is it there in view? Okay, so in the new version, it's resize. Yeah, it's resize. Click on resize. And we need it to be in pixels. Okay, Adam, all of y'all, we need it to be in pixels. Nethaka, you just joined us. I need it to be in pixels. So I click on pixels and I say 1920, 1920 by 1080. We have a problem here. Who can help me with this problem? It's not changing the way I want it to change. 1920. When I type 1920, automatically the other side is changing. When I make this 1080, this side is changing. Who can help me with this? It's automatically changing. So we call it like directly proportional. Could you press the middle button? Very good. Yes, this button means maintain aspect ratio. When horizontal side changes, vertical will also change. You have learned directly proportional. When this changes, this also changes. I need to disable that. Okay, Afka, let's disable it. Click on it, disable it. Now you can put whatever value you want. It will not automatically change. Okay, everybody? Makes sense, right? So now I'm going to click on OK. So now I have got a drawing space of 1920 by 1080. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. That's too much. Let's zoom in. Okay. First part is done. Ashraf, makes sense. Second part, I have to make a background. It has to combine of rectangle, circle, and arrow shapes. How do we? Okay, I'll just do a simple drawing. Okay, a rectangle. Have they told I have to put a fill color and all for it? They haven't told that. So I'll just do something very, very simple. A rectangle. Could you take the rectangle as the ground? Huh? I didn't get you, Tenula. Circle. I need a circle. 1 minute, Shukra, 1 minute. And they have said arrow shapes. So what I'll do is I'll do one this way. And I'll do another one the other way. Okay, a bit of lazy work, but what to do? Okay. Nithika, give me a second, I'll tell you. And then also we have to put the text, no, the law agency, it should be in bold serif font. It should be a bold serif font. Okay, so I'll take the text tool from here. I'll take the text tool from here and I'll draw it from here to here. And I'll paste the text. Okay, it has to be, have they told the size they haven't told, so I'll just make it big on my own. Size 48 maybe, that's also too small. Size 60 looks better. It should be bold. Is this a serif font, guys? Is this a serif font? No, it's not a serif font. Why is it not a serif font? Why is it not a serif font? Very good, because it doesn't have pointy edges. Very good, it doesn't have pointy edges. Serif fonts have pointy edges. Okay, serif fonts have pointy edges. So I can't be searching for one. I'll just go with Times New Roman. Okay, Times New Roman is the best. MNOPQRST. Times New Roman is the easiest I can think of. It has pointy edges. Where is Times New Roman? Times New Roman is over here. Can you see the edges are pointy? Okay, edges are completely pointy, so you can stick with this font. Okay, everybody, so far so good. Anybody confused? Netika, you just joined, you asked me what we are doing. We started doing the 2021 past papers graphics question. We are practicing that question right now. Okay, so in that question they told us to create an image that has a rectangle, that has a circle, and that has arrows in it. And then we also have to put this text, the law agency. Okay, and Ithika, there was one more thing we had to do. This image should be 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. That was their third requirement. So I came to resize. I clicked over here and I said, in pixels, I said 1920 by 1080. Okay, Netika? Okay, let me just pull out some names randomly. Brian, everything okay, Brian? Brian, so far so good. Awesome, you're with me. Pranav, everything okay? Metuli, everything okay? Okay, Pranav also okay, no? Okay, I'm just gonna randomly ask, so I want to make sure everybody is with me. Don't feel shy. I have to now save my image. How do I save it? Save the image as background. Okay, save the image as background. So I'm going to jump over here, click on save, and the name has to be background. Okay, I have to go and save it in my folder, which is over here, background. Okay, so that's also done. Okay, that's also done. Okay, you can see not too difficult. Okay, now over here, guys, they have told to take screenshot and all that. Those parts I'm not doing, right? All of you all know how to. What's a shortcut key for a screenshot? What's the shortcut key for a screenshot? Saving as PNG, no problem. Yes, PNG, JPEG, no problem. Okay, print screen, possible. What are the other options? Okay, print screen is possible. What are the other options? Other options. Control S. Oh my goodness, never. Windows Shift plus S. Very good. Snipping tool. Very good. Awesome. So you guys are with me. Nice. Control S is for saving, of course. Okay. Windows Shift S, you can select your screen, go to Word and press Control V, or you can simply use snipping tool. Okay, nice. So you guys have multiple options with you. Okay, give two features of vector images. Who can answer this? Give two features for vector images. So we have bitmap images, we have vector images. We have done past paper questions about bitmap images. Why it should not be used, what are the benefits, what are the drawbacks. So two features of vector images, guys. They are made out of line. Okay, they are made out of lines. Okay. The pixels become larger as you zoom, as they are spaced out. Tedapon, what you're saying is correct, but doesn't sound good. It's like if I ask somebody what are hardware, they say you can touch it. That's a very small Montessori kind of answer, isn't it? Can you give me in better words? They use a formula in the background. Shukra, answer is incomplete. Brian has given me a long answer. Image size does not affect the quality of the displayed image. Okay, very good. So like Brian says, vector images can be enlarged without its quality dropping. That's the first feature of vector images. Vector images, you can enlarge it as much as you want. Its quality does not drop. Okay. Then I don't know who, somebody else told me it is made up of lines. You can also mention that vector images are made up of lines. Okay, that is the second feature you can talk about. Is there anything else we can talk about? They are scalable. Yes, actually they are scalable. And no matter how much you scale it, the quality does not drop. Okay, vector images, you can scale, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. The quality does not drop. And second feature, you can say they are made up of lines. Okay, right. Okay, next one. Explain one reason why bitmaps are suitable for photographic images. Read the question carefully. Why are they suitable? They are asking, why is it this thing? They're asking, why is it suitable? Okay. They're asking, why is it suitable? Why is it suitable for photographs to be in bitmap format? They are suitable as they remain clear despite any zooming. Telepon wrong. Bitmap images lose their quality when you zoom in. Bitmap images, they are made up of limited number of pixels. You know that, right? Bitmap images are made up of limited number of pixels. When you zoom in, those pixels start to get stretched. So the quality of the image reduces. Okay. Bitmaps can be printed as an arrangement of bits. No, Tenula. One reason why bitmaps are suitable for photographic images. No. So guys, can we say one thing? Now, for example, if I gave a photograph of you to somebody and they are able to expand it and enlarge it and do whatever they want with it without its quality dropping, is that a safe thing, guys? Is that a safe option? It is not. Okay, so you can say bitmap images are suitable for photographic purposes so that the person who is viewing it or the person who receives the file will be able to use the image only up to a certain extent. He will not be able to enlarge in it. He will not be able to zoom in and pick up on the details, where you are, what is next to you, what is your card. I mean, for example, say at a restaurant to take a picture, they should not be able to see the bill details, the card details. Those should not be visible. Sometimes in a restaurant, we take a picture, okay, just for the fun of it, we take a picture. Imagine if people can zoom into it and see what is exactly on the table, what are you wearing on your fingers, what is your credit card, for example, what are the numbers on the credit card. If people can see that much of detail, that's going to be a bit creepy, isn't it? Isn't it? So you can say for safety reasons, bitmap images are you can say bitmap images are suitable for photographic reasons. Sorry, bitmap images are suitable. Sorry. Bitmap is suitable for photographic images mainly as a safety concern so that users will not be able to zoom into the image and pick up on details, nor will they be able to enlarge in the image. Okay, Maurya, does it make sense what I'm saying? Vector images, you can zoom in as much as you want and you can pick up on the details. If the image quality will remain as it is. However, in bitmap images, when you zoom in too much, the pixels get stretched. Okay, so when the pixels get stretched, the quality of the image reduces. You can't properly see what is there on the image. Okay, so this is kind of a safety feature, you can say. Otherwise, if I take a photograph of you, people will be able to nicely zoom into you and make use of that image for other purposes. They'll be able to enlarge in it. And then if there are some sensitive things in the image, like for example your credit card details, or maybe for example the place you're standing, the location details, those can be exposed, isn't it? Guys, make sense, everybody? Maurya, how about you? Okay. Nethaka, explanation was okay? Or are you still scratching your head? Ranmit, okay? Sure, okay, I do hope so. Okay, then I'm going to move on to the next question, okay? So once we have explained this, I'm going to move on to the next question, okay? The next question is with regard to presentation, okay? So once again, this gray color area, I will be skipping, okay? Gray color area, we're going to skip, and we are supposed to create the presentation. Number one, Mehdi has asked you to create a presentation template for a presentation about the loan agency. Create a master slide. Now, let us first open up PowerPoint. Let me come to my folder. Let me first come to start. And let me open it in my folder itself. What am I supposed to save it as? I'm supposed to save it as presentation. So let me go to my folder. Right click, new presentation. Okay. The name of it should be called what? Presentation. Okay. I'm already saving it. Okay. I'm jumping ahead and saving the file. Okay. In my folder itself. Okay. Now, the first thing that I need to do in my question paper, Afka, the first thing that we need to do is we need to create a master slide. Okay. So let me go and create the master slide. Where do I go to get master slide, guys? View. Very good. I need to come to the view tab. Okay. And I need to go to slide master. I need to go to slide master. That's where we are. Now, what is my master slide, guys? Which one? First, second, second, third, fourth, which one? Others, what do you all think? I got one answer so far. Others, what do you all think is the master slide here? It is the first one, the one right at the top. Sometimes you may have to scroll up. Sometimes you might be at the bottom. You will have to scroll right to the top and take the one that's right at the top. That is your master slide. Okay, whatever you do on this slide applies to all your slides. Okay, then what are these called? What are these called? Templates, or it's not template. These are called, what do we call these? Themes? No, themes is the entire presentation, the color scheme and all that. That is theme. Layouts, very good. These are the different layouts PowerPoint is offering. So if you want a heading, this is an ideal layout. If you want to explain something, this is an ideal layout. If you want image, you want space for text, image, and a heading, this is an ideal layout. Okay, you want heading, subheading, text, image. This is an ideal layout. So these are the different layouts PowerPoint is offering. This is the master slide. Whatever you do here applies to all your slides. Okay, these are the layouts that PowerPoint is giving you to work with. Okay, we'll go in order. Okay, so let us come to our master slide. Sanati, we are in our master slide now. Sanati, first thing they say is it should be a 16:10 ratio. Number one is 16:10 ratio. How do we get to that? Okay, so how do we get to that? How do we get to that? Slide size, where is slide size? 16:10 is not available, no. So guys, when you come to the slide master tab, on the right hand side, Shukla, can you see there's a button called slide size? When you click on that, 16:10 is not available. So Sharoni Tenula saying to click on custom. Okay, so we click on custom and we say we want it to be 16:10. So let me click on this and change it to 16:10. Okay, Ashraf, everybody okay? Sure. Okay, I'm not going too faster. Okay, so I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to click on OK. You are scaling to a new slide size. Would you like to maximize the size of your content or scale it down to ensure it will fit on the new slide? So guys, since we have not put any information yet, you can go ahead and say make the changes. But if you have already put information inside it, then the information might move this way, that way. No. So to prevent that from happening, you can click on ensure it fits. Okay, I'm going to repeat myself again. Okay, say for example, now right now we have not put any information inside it. Okay, so we can go ahead and make this change, maximize, change it. Okay, but say for example on your presentation you have already inserted information. Now when you change the size, information might move this way, that way, some might go out, you know, those problems can come up. So then you can click on this button, ensure it fits. So then the computer will take a little time and try to fit everything inside your slide, inside your new size slide. Okay, so nothing makes sense what I just said? Did it make sense? Awesome. Okay, so since we don't have any information, I just went ahead and clicked on maximize. Okay, so that's done. Okay, Faz, next question. The image background from task A1B should be set as the background. Okay, so how do I do that? I need to change the background. How do I do that? Background styles. Then format background. Then go for picture texture fill. Very good. Picture texture fill. I don't want picture texture. I just want it to be a picture. So I'm going to click on insert. I'm going to click on insert, and then I'm going to say from a file. Okay, and then I'm going to locate my file. Now this is a long process. I'm going to use a shortcut. Okay, so I'm going to disable this. I'm going to undo this. Therapun, you're with me, right? Solid fill. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my folder. Okay, I'm going to go to my folder, Control C, yes, Control C, Control V. Okay, However, this is appearing in front of the text. This is appearing front of the text. How do I send it behind the text? Text wrap. Text wrap can be, I did not think about that, but the better option would be, guys, can you see when you click on the image, everybody, when you click on the image, can you see there's an option called send it backwards? Can you see this? Okay, so click on it and say send to the behind, send it back. Okay, send it behind the text. Okay, just do that. Okay, guys, everybody, I'm going to undo that. Okay, Amina, does it make sense what I just did? I'm going to undo. Where's my undo button? Okay, I'm going to undo this again. I'm going to delete this image. Okay, now look here, guys. First, all of y'all, they said me to insert this image as the background. So let me go and copy and paste it. Control C and come and paste it on the master slide. Okay, so after I have pasted it on the master slide, but the problem is the image is appearing in front of the text. That's a problem. I need to send it behind the text. Okay, so what I do is I click on the image. I click on the image Adam, and then I come and click on send backward. I click on the drop down and say send it to the back. Okay, send it right to the back. Okay, so when I click on that, it goes to the behind and the text comes in front. Okay, Adam, it makes sense? Saini, how about you? Everything okay? This step was fine? Okay, awesome. Okay, right. Okay, anyone let me know, okay, if you all need to repeat this. Okay, the title should be size 40. The title should be size 40. So let's go and click on the title. Okay, the title should be size 40. Okay, let's click on home and say this should be 40. Enter. And the next thing is it should be italic. It should be italic. So Control E. Okay, Control E. These are all for the master slide. The footer should have the company's email address. The footer should have the company's email address, date and time that updates automatically. Okay, so footer, can I just click over here and type it? How do we get the footer? How do we get the footer, guys? Insert, very good, very good, very good. Insert, header and footer, very good. Okay, so what do I have to put in the footer? Tick footer. You want it to be active, tick it. Okay, make sure you tick it. What should I type? Company's email address. So companies, guys, where do I find the company's email address from? It's not given here now. Scenario, where is the scenario? Very good. Where is the scenario normally kept? End of the paper, right? Very good. Top of the paper at the beginning. Superb. So it is media@tla.net. Media at tla.net. Okay, how do I get the date and time? What code should I type for date and time? So guys, how do we get date and time? Enable date and time. Very good. Date and time, enable it and say it should update automatically. Very good. It should update automatically. That is also done. It's not fixed. It's updating automatically. Okay, Afka. Apply to all. That's also done. Okay, that's also done. Okay, then what do we have to do next? What do we have to do next? Save the presentation as presentation that I have already done. Take a screenshot. We will not be doing. Okay, now we have to create the first slide. Okay, so I have to come here, right, and do it. Everybody, this will be my first slide, isn't it? Okay. Everybody, this will be my first slide, my second slide. Is it all right? Oh my goodness, Tenula Tedapon, where are you all? This is slide master view, right? We don't enter any content here. Others, are you all with me? Right now we are in slide master view. We do not enter content here. We only do formatting changes here. You got to exit this. You have to go to normal view. I'm asking just to see, are you all with me or not? Are you all thinking or not? Guys, change the view. Come back to normal view. This is where you start entering content. Okay, formatting changes, do it in slide master. Okay, okay, I need a new slide. So I take my first slide. Okay, now I have to put, what text do I have to put? Okay, the title should be welcome to TLA. So Control C, Control V. Oh, it's pretty small, but I don't know, I'll just make it a little bigger. They didn't tell me to do that, but I'm just doing it. The text we offer. Oh, I have to put the text we offer. I'm going to copy and paste it. Control C. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, that's also done. Let's make it slightly bigger now. Let's make it slightly bigger. Okay, that's also done. The next thing is the text should be styled with a dark green background. A dark green background. Pretty easy stuff, right? Dark green background. So dark green background. Okay. So guys, is this correct? Is this all right? No. Very good. I think I made it obvious for you all, isn't it? Okay. How do I change it then? How do I make the background dark green? Do I come here and right click and say format background? Is that correct? Yes. It is not correct, guys. If I make this dark green, it's wrong. Okay. It's wrong. Okay. They have told the text. Very good. Shape format. Very good. Shape format. So I have to come over here. Shape format. Guys, can you all see where my cursor is? Everybody? Netaka, all of y'all? Shape format. Look, let me do it again. I click on this text. This text is inside the text box. So it's a shape. It's a shape. Okay. So I click on this and I come to shape format and I say I want it to be filled with dark green. Okay. Then Netaka, this is also a text box. So I come and say shape fill. I want it to be dark green. Okay. Because the question paper told me the text styled with a dark green background. It's only the text part, not the entire slide. Okay. The text should be a white color font. Let's change this to white color. Home, and let's change this to white. Yeah. And let's change this also to white. Next, what do we do? There should be no bullets and two appropriate images. Two appropriate images. So let me go and find two images. Two images. What is it's about? Welcome to TLA. So let me go with this image and this image. Control C, Control V. Okay. Keep one over here and make it a bit smaller. Make it a bit smaller. Okay, something like this. Okay. They haven't given us any format, right? They haven't given us any format. Okay, so then we can put it wherever we want. An action button to link to slide 2. So there should be a button here. There should be an action button here that when I click on it, it goes to slide number 2. How do I get an action button? Anybody remembers how to? It's in shapes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Insert shapes. So I go with what? Right at the bottom, we have action buttons, right? So I'll just take this next arrow. Very good. I'll just take this next. I'll draw it over here. Okay, there's space here. No? Draw it over here. Now, guys, everybody with me, no? So action button is when you click on it, some kind of action takes place. Okay, when you click on it, some kind of action will take place. Okay, so I have selected mouse click. Can you see? Mouse click, hyperlink to slide number 2. So I'm going to click on slide and say I want to go to, I haven't created the slide yet. So I'll just simply say next slide. Okay, go to the next slide, which is slide number 2, and then click on OK. Okay, so everybody, Pamela, all of y'all, when I click on this button, when the presentation is running, when I click on this button, it will go to slide number 2, which is basically the next slide. Okay, so far so good, everybody. Once again, resave presentation, take a screenshot. I will not be doing that part. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Create slide 2 using the master slide that includes. Okay, slide 2. How do I get a new slide? Who knows a shortcut key for a new slide? Who knows a shortcut key for a new slide? Control M. Yes, Control M. So when you press Control M, you get a new slide. Very good. Not M, Control M. Huh? The title should be services. The title should be services. So I'm going to type services. Okay. So there seems to be a bit of a problem. My background is interfering with this. So I'll just put like that. Services. Okay, Shukra. The image digging. I have to get the image digging. So where is digging? Digging is over here. Control C. Come here. Control V. Let's keep it onto a side. Somewhere over here. And then what else do I have to do? An animation effect on the image digging that lasts for 6 seconds. Okay, I like this question. Okay, let's make the image bigger because there is no text. Okay, there is no text. Okay, so who's going to help me with this? Animation effect that lasts for 6 seconds. Go to animations. Okay, Tanula. Then what do I do? What type of an animation do I go with? Select. Okay, so Tanula, you tell me what to do. Not only Tanula, anybody. What shall I go with? Interest, emphasis, exit. Which one shall we go with? Let's go with entrance. Entrance means how is the animation going to appear? Okay. Did they say we have to put only one animation? An animation, no? An animation. Okay, so we have to go with one. So Sharoni, I'll just go with bounce. Okay, bounce will give us time. Okay. Okay, so how do I make it last for 6 seconds? Go and enter the duration for 6 seconds. Very good. So you guys are informed. Nice, nice. Instead of 2 seconds, let me do it again. Look, I click on the image on the right hand side. Inside the animation tab on the right hand side, can you all see duration? Instead of 2 seconds, first I'm going to make it 6 seconds. Okay, Kavindra, you're with us, right? Make it 6 seconds. Okay, change that to 6. Enter. Is there anything else I have to change? I have to also put an action button to link to slide number 1. So once again, I need an action button. So insert shapes, action button. I'll put the backward arrow, draw it somewhere here. And I'll say go to previous slide. Okay, that's also done. Kavindra, how about you, Kavindra? Up to this point, okay, you joined us a little late, but everything making sense so far? Kavindra is with us, right? Oh, she's not with us. Oh, I thought she was with us. Ranmit, okay, Ranmit, you all went out, came in, everything okay, Ranmit? Sayoni, how about you? Everything under control, Pamela? Awesome. Pamela, how about you, Pamela? Okay, Ranmit says okay, Pamela says okay. Okay, guys, you all joined a little late. I'm doing the 2021 questions, okay? So you all don't have time to practice with me. At the end of the class, I'll give you all the files. You all can watch the recording and practice. You all can practice on the own. In the older version, automatically after what? In the older version, Shukra, I didn't get your question, but basically you're telling me you're using Microsoft Word, you're using PowerPoint 2007 now. So in PowerPoint 2007, there should be a duration, right? Isn't there? Isn't there a duration something over here? I don't remember how 2007 setup was. Interface was a bit older. Okay. There is. Okay. So then there yourself, you can change it. Okay. Okay, guys, we have some more questions. Mehdi wants speaker notes added to slide number 1 to remind her of things she needs to say. She wants you to include these notes. Now, before we go this, what are speaker notes? What is this speaker notes all about? Anybody knows what it is? No, handouts is different. Handouts, yes. Now guys, let me show you. This is a little confusing for me to explain. Let me explain to you all, okay? Everybody look here. Now, normally, how do we give a presentation? My laptop is with me. My laptop is connected to a projector. Everybody with me, right? My laptop will be connected to a projector. Okay. Now you can come to PowerPoint. Yes, you can come to PowerPoint and you can make some changes. You can click on use presenter view. When you enable presenter view, guys, the view that you see on your laptop and what the projector shows is different. Are you with me? Yes, like Sharoni says, only we can see. When you enable presenter view, what is shown on your laptop and what is shown on the projector is different. Let me show you what is shown on the laptop. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to start the presentation now. This is what will be shown on the projector. Is it clear? This will be shown on the projector. What you see on my screen right now, this is what the audience will see. Okay. Now, let me do something else. Where is it? How do I get it to the other view? It's not allowing me to change the view now. I don't have anything to connect to. Normally it will allow me to, since I don't have a monitor connected, it's not allowing me to change it. Give me a second, guys. This is the view. Yes, this is the view. This is the view. Okay, so guys, this is the view you will see. You are presenting the presentation. This is what you will see. So can you see, guys? You can see the current slide. You can see the current slide. You can see the next slide, and you can also see your notes. You can also see your notes. These notes are not visible on the projector. These notes are not visible on the projector. It's only visible to you. So while you're delivering a presentation, you can see your notes. Okay, mention this, tell this, these are the numbers, these are the facts. Is it clear? So this is what we call notes. Okay. Okay. So these notes only visible to you, not visible to the audience. Okay. Amina, does this make sense what I just said? Clear? Not clear? How do we take that view? So Tenula, I just showed it to you now. So once you start your presentation, when you press F5 and start, just come and click over here and say you want presenter view. So when you're in presenter view, you can see this, you can see what is the next slide, you can see the notes, and the audience will be only seeing the slide. Okay, right. Now, what was the question? No, Netaka, the question was, we have to put some notes. So I want to first explain to you all what is all these notes about. Okay, question paper has told us to include some notes. So I want to first tell you all what is the purpose of notes, how is it used? That's what I was explaining just now. Okay, so how do we get these notes? We have to put these notes in slide 1. Where do we paste it? How do we do that? Anyone knows that? How do I put those notes into slide number 1 now? So this is slide number 1. How do I put those notes? Click to add notes. Very good. So Ashrif, at the bottom, everybody, can you see? You can click at the bottom to add your notes. Is it clear? So Tenula, at the bottom of every slide, you get a space to put your notes. These are notes that only you as the presenter can see. Audience cannot see. So I press Control V. My notes are there. Okay. So now Tenula, look, I'm going to start my presentation now. Okay. Now this is what the audience will see. This is what the projector will show. Now I on my laptop will see this presenter view. This is what I will see on my laptop. And here I can see my notes as well. You see that, guys? Is it clear? So over here, I will see my notes. Okay. Everybody okay with this? Are you all confused? Do you all want me to go through this part again? Anybody here who wants me to go through these notes confused, you all? So guys, when it comes to printing also, there is something known as a handout and there is something known as notes. So handout is what you give the audience. So in the handout printout, there will be no notes. Is it clear? In the handout printout, this is what you give the audience. In the notes printout, you will get the slide and you will get the notes. So who will you give this to? Who will you give this printout to? Sure, Mithili, sure. I'll go through it again. This notes printout, who will you give it to? To the audience or the presenter? You will give it to the presenter. The person who is delivering the presentation will get the notes printout. Handout printout, let me show you all. Naturally, all of you look here. The handout printout, look here. This is what we call a handout printout. Okay. This is called a handout printout. This is what you will give your audience. For the presenter, the person who's presenting the presentation, you will give them a notes page. Okay. So look at the first slide. Can you see below the first slide, the notes are there. Okay. I'm going to explain this again. Okay. I'm going to explain this again. Okay. Naturally, when you have a presentation created with you, you as the presenter, you are going to present this presentation. You can have your own notes in your presentation. Okay. You can have your own notes in your presentation and these notes will only be visible to you. Okay. So when you connect your laptop to the projector, there is a view called presenter view. Okay. So you can put presenter view on your laptop. Now, when you put presenter view on your laptop, it will not appear on the projector. No, on the projector, it will be the full slide. On your laptop, it will be a presenter view. Let me show you what is a presenter view. Okay. So now, look, normally, this is what the audience will see. Your audience on the projector, this is what they will see. Okay. They will see welcome to TLA. This is what they will see. On your laptop, you can enable something called presenter view. Okay. This will be only visible on your laptop. It will not be visible on the projector. This will only be visible on your laptop, not visible on the projector. So you can see your notes over here. Is it clear? So you can put some notes over here. So while you're delivering your presentation, you can refer to these notes. Okay, Methuli? Methuli, makes sense what I just said? Okay, nice. So let me. Okay. Next question. Give 2 advantages of using a master slide when creating a presentation. Yes, answer should start firing in now. 2 advantages of using a master slide. Number 1 would be it applies to all slides. So what's the benefit? What's the advantage there? What's the advantage? Shukra, you can say. So guys, Shukra says it applies to all the slides. So what? So you can say, so consistency is maintained, right? It's consistent, right? All the slides look the same, isn't it? All of them have the same formatting. So Shukla, you can say your answer, but you must end with, so consistency is maintained. You can't just say to save time. You can't just say to save time. You can say instead of making changes to every single slide, if it is made on the master slide, it will apply to all the slides. So time can be saved. Okay, you can't just say it can be done faster or it is easier. You can't say that. You have to go and say whatever changes are made on the master slide will automatically apply to all the slides. So the user doesn't have to do it individually. So he saves time. So it is easier. So it is faster. That's a complete answer. Okay. Amina, you have said to make advanced changes to the slide. No, Amina, even in normal view, you can make advanced changes, background, font, color, all that can be done in normal view also. But if you want it to be applied to all your slides, then you should do it in master slide. Okay. Amina, okay, right? Okay, awesome. So this printing, saving, we're not going to do. Guys, before the exam, I'll talk to you all about printing and saving as well. For now, I'm just going to skip it. Okay, right. Now we move on to database. Tirapun, you ready? Let me check the database. I selected a different paper. For database, SAM2. So we'll go to spreadsheets then. We'll go to spreadsheets, okay? We're going to go to spreadsheets. No, Tirapun, hold on. We'll go to spreadsheets now because database is SAM2 question, okay? So we'll come back to it later, okay? Let me first close all the unnecessary files now. Paint, I don't need. Okay. Okay. Spreadsheets are pretty complicated. Okay, guys, are you all ready? Let me start with spreadsheets now, okay? Spreadsheets, the calculation part, it's a bit messed up. Okay. The Lawn Agency offers gardening services in the UK. The spreadsheet gardening contains information on gardening services. It has 2 worksheets, clients and details. Some of the tasks require you to use both worksheets. Okay, open the spreadsheets gardening, open the worksheet clients. Let's do that. So let's come to Office 2010. Let's open gardening and let's go into clients. Okay, we come into clients. This is where we are. Enable editing. Let's zoom in. Okay, actually all of y'all, let's zoom in so we can properly see everything. Okay, we have to, okay, enter task B1, your names, candidate number and center number in the header. Very easy. Insert header and footer. So here task B1, your name, your candidate number, your center number. Okay, and now guys, right now you're in page layout view. I don't like this view too much. I prefer to go back to normal view. So I click on normal view. We are back into the normal view. Okay. First question, insert a new row at the top of the spreadsheet and enter the heading. Okay, this is the heading that has to be entered. So Control C. Okay. So guys, I have to insert a new row. Where should my cursor be? Right at the top. My new row should come right at the top. So where should my cursor be? It should be at row 1. Very good. My cursor should be in row 1. Right click and say you want to insert a new row. Right click and say insert entire row. Okay. So now you get a new row above row 1. Okay. Right. Now I have to enter the heading. So I entered the heading. Let me double click and paste it. So I have entered the title. Okay. The next question, guys. Set the heading row, merge and center cells A1 to J1. So A1 all the way to J1. I have to merge and center. A1 to J1, I have selected it right now. Now I have to go and click on merge and center. So I come to the home tab and here merge and center is there. Simple stuff. Okay. The next question, it says the cell shading should be dark gray. Cell shading should be dark gray. So how do we do that? We click on this and we tell it has to be dark gray, which is over here. Okay. The next thing it tells us is set the formatting of the heading to size 18. So we come here, size 18. Next thing is font color should be white. So we put it over here. Font enhancement, it should be italics. So I click over here, it becomes italics. Okay, right. Insert in the footer the text week 21 and an automated date. So I come to insert header and footer. Okay, I have to go to the footer. So I can either scroll down, or I can simply click over here and say go to footer. Two options, either scroll all the way down until you get to the footer, or simply click over here and say go to footer. Okay, so go to footer. Over here you have to say week 21 and I have to insert an automated date, which is where current date. Okay, so I just click on current date. There you go. That's also done. I'm going to go back into normal view. Okay, I'm going to go back into normal view, normal. Okay, now guys, I went quite fast. So now can I know if anybody is having any difficulties? You want me to repeat any of these questions? All okay? Is there anybody from these questions? I went a little fast. So sure. All right. Okay, then I'm going to move on to the next question. So this is where I think, they'll ask you to use formulas and functions and all that. Get ready. Okay, guys, get ready. Okay, hope you're not too bored. Okay, now guys, it says, listen carefully. Mehdi wants you to use spreadsheet tools to analyze the data for the information included for Mr. White. Okay, use spreadsheet functions. So you have to use a function over here. Okay, to display the cost of the makeover. Okay, that's all they have told us. We have to use spreadsheet functions to display the cost for makeover. How do we get the values? What do we multiply? What do we divide? We do not know. Okay, so Tenula, you have to see that there is a worksheet called details. There is a worksheet called details. So let's go there and see what details have been provided for us. So in the details worksheet, let me zoom in and explain to you what's happening over here. 1 minute, Tenula. Let's zoom in. It says if the garden size is size 1, if the range is less than 20 square meters, the makeover is 300 pounds, lawn care is 60 pounds. If it is size 2 and inside this range, it is 500 pounds, 72 for lawn care. If it is size 3 and inside this range, it is 700 pounds and 84 pounds for lawn care. So you can see they have given us the values. Okay. Now, if you come back to the client's worksheet, so Mr. White has a size of 2, isn't it? So how do I get the cost automatically over here? Can I have an answer from the others as well? What function can I use? Okay, so we got 2 answers that say, so all the answers are correct so far. We can either use VLOOKUP or we can use lookup. Both are completely fine. Okay, I'll go ahead with VLOOKUP because last time when we did lookup, it got a little messed up for y'all. Okay, some of y'all got confused. So I'll stick to VLOOKUP. Okay, I'll stick to VLOOKUP. Okay, awesome. So Sharoni, let me click on insert function and let me search for VLOOKUP. Okay, now I used VLOOKUP recently, which is why it's over here. If it doesn't appear for you, you can search for it over here. Okay, we take VLOOKUP. Okay, so guys, what is our lookup value? Our lookup value is D3 based on the size. Okay, based on the size, the cost will be decided. Okay, where are all our values kept? The lookup value and the answers, where are they all kept? They are kept in the details worksheet. From where to where? From where to where? Very good. Why do you jump all the way to D? We don't need lawn care, right? We don't need lawn care. Let's stick to up to 7, up to C, isn't it? But I see another problem. A1 to D7, I show it's A1. I mean, no problem. But How about we take it from A2 to C7? Okay, A2 to C7. You can take D column, no harm, but not necessary, right? We want only makeover, no? So we'll stick to that. So which column has our answers, guys? First column, second column, third column. Which column? Column index number means which column has the answer? It is the third column, number 3. Range lookup, guys, if you want, you can keep it blank. If you want, you can fill it. So for range lookup, we are looking for exact values, isn't it? So we put, very good, we put false. Very good, we put false. We want exact values, so we put false. Anything else to be done? F4 is what? What is F4? Absolute cell referencing. I want this range to be locked. I want this range to be locked. Okay, so I'm gonna press F4, select the entire address and press F4. So I'm using my laptop, so I have to press F and F4. Okay, so it gets locked. That's what you call absolute cell reference. Now I click on OK. So it tells me if it is size 2, it has to be 500. Shall we check and see, is it correct? If it is size 2, it is 500. That is correct. Okay. I'm going to wait for a few seconds. If anyone wants me to repeat it, you need to tell me, okay? Can you repeat? Definitely. Okay. So, Devans, shall we do like this? For long care, again, the same question is coming up again. So I'll do it for long care and you see if you got it or didn't get it. If you didn't get it, we can do it again. Okay. Will we have to use HLOOKUP? So Nehan, it's like this. Right now, Nehan, it is coming in, column wise, no? It is coming column wise. So we use VLOOKUP. If they give it to you row wise, then you use HLOOKUP. The same thing, instead of columns, they give it to you in rows and you have to use HLOOKUP. Okay. But what I mean is, instead of column index number, it will be row index number. Okay. That's the only difference, but everything else will be the same. Okay. Now, Tevansit asked me that question, right? Yeah, Tevansit. So now they're telling us for lawn care, automatically the cost should appear over here. Okay. Based on the size, automatically cost should appear over here. So Tevansit, we are going to use VLOOKUP. Okay. Insert function. You're going to take VLOOKUP. So Tevansit, our lookup value is going to be the size. Based on the size only the cost will be decided. No? So our lookup value is cost. Our lookup value is the size, which is D4. Then table array. Table array means where are all your lookup values and answers kept? Where is all this kept? Okay. So Tevansit, it is inside the details worksheet from A2 to D7. Okay, because lawn care values are inside the D column now. So select from A2 to D7. Okay, then which column has our answers, guys? Column number 4, right? Column number 4, isn't it? Column number 4 has the answers. Lawn care is in 4 now. And then, guys, we are looking for exact matches, isn't it? Since we are looking for exact matches, we put false. If you are looking for somewhat similar matches, we put true, but that's not the case here. We are looking for exact matches, so we put false over here. If this false and true is confusing you, you can leave it blank because look, it's not compulsory for you to fill it. Okay, but I'll just fill it with false. And then don't forget, but there will be no replication. There will be no replication, no? Yeah. This is only for one person, no? Only one person. This is only for one person. So there is no need to absolute cell reference. There is no replication, right? Yeah. Replication is not taking place. Okay. So even this, we didn't have to lock it. We didn't have to use absolute cell reference, but I did now realize there is no replication taking place. Okay. Awesome. Then Tevansit, is it okay now? What we did over here? Awesome. Okay. Sanati, how about you, Sanati? Everything okay? Sure. Okay. I'm just randomly picking names, but if I don't ask your name and you're confused, please let me know. Okay. I want you guys to really benefit. Okay. Enter a formula to calculate the cost of hedge trimming. Now we have to use a formula. Now you don't have to use any functions or anything. Just use a formula. Cost of hedge trimming. Who can figure that out? So I'll just open the details worksheet so you guys might know something. So hedge trimming per meter is 4 pounds. So Amina, every meter, 4 pounds you have to pay. So how do we get the cost? Multiply. Very good. So how do you type the formula? 4 into 24, bad idea. Bad idea typing it that way. Can anyone tell me how do I start the formula in Excel? Very good. Equal E5. Very good. Multiply by 4, isn't it? Shall I put 4 here? Because that's what the details worksheet said, right? Multiply with 4. Is it all right, guys? Everybody, do you all agree with my method, or do you all have anything better for me? Agree. Pounds. Oh, no, we will do that later. When they tell us to put currency symbol, we'll put. Very good, Ramit. I was waiting for so long for that answer. Yes. Do not type the value. Instead, go and select the cell. Okay, look here, guys. Instead of typing 4, go to the details worksheet. Go to the details worksheet and say, whatever value is inside this cell, take it. Okay, so that later on, if this changes, you don't have to manually go and change the value. No, since you have selected this cell, whatever change happens here, it will automatically get updated in your client's worksheet. Is it clear, guys? So I'm going to select the cell. I'm not going to type the value. I'm going to select the cell and press enter. Enter. Okay, so look, guys, say for example, they decided to increase their price from £4. Now they're giving it for £8. When you type 8 here, automatically this will change because you have referred to the cell. Okay, but if you come and type 4 over here, then again manually you have to come back here and change the formula from 4. You have to change it to 8. So it's always better to refer to the cell. Okay, always better you refer to the cell. Okay, so if a change happens here, it will automatically get updated over here. Okay. Next question is calculate the cost of cuttings. So calculate the cost of cuttings. So once again, the details worksheet. So £1 for cutting. So very simple. Yes, the equal this multiplied by details worksheet over here. Is it clear? And then go ahead and press enter. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do one more question and then I'm going to ask you all. Use one spreadsheet function. Yes, Ramit, yes, we will. Use one spreadsheet function to calculate the cost of all services provided. Use a function. So, very good, Tenula. So, Tenula, can you type it out for me? I have to use sum. Okay, so how do I type it? Equal sum. Very good. Open brackets and select from where to where. It will be from F3 to F6. F3 to F6. Answer is wrong, right? Why do you think the answer is wrong? Guys, F3 to F6, do you all agree? F3 to F6. Okay. Guys, are you all okay? Is it F3 to F6? Guys, what about cost of services? What about tax? What about cost of services including tax? Shouldn't we consider those as well? When making the bill, won't tax and all come into play? It will come into play, right? It will come into play, but look at the wording. The cost of services, the tax amount, cost of services including tax. So we don't add all these, right? Oh, little confusing here, right? It's a little confusing. If you go to add all of them, it will definitely be, you don't take cost of services plus tax plus cost of services including tax. That will be a bit silly, isn't it? So then what do we add? There is a discount as well. Where is the discount? There is a discount as well coming into play. Okay, let me press escape and let's read the question again. Let's read the question again. Calculate the cost of all services provided. I think it's over here. Isn't it? It's over there, cost of services, isn't it? Guys, don't you think we have to enter the formula for this cell? Now we can say equal sum, isn't it? Come on. Where are we? isn't it? Okay, cost of services, I think they're talking about this cell, not this. This we have to do later on. Okay, so for now we are just focusing here. Okay, cost of services. Okay, right. Next one, enter a formula to calculate the amount of tax on the service provided. Amount of tax. Okay, so Tedapun, when you come to the details worksheet, Tedapun, they are saying tax is 20%. So how do I get the tax amount here? So I need to know how much is 20% of 692. Who can type the formula for me and give? Cost multiplied by tax divided by 100. 20% times 692. Okay, makes sense. So equal this multiplied by, instead of typing 20%, go and refer to the cell. Okay, don't type 20%, instead go and refer to the cell. So come to the details worksheet and say this value. Okay, this value, and press enter. Okay, so it says it is 138.4. F8 multiplied by details D12. That's correct. Okay, that's correct. Okay, guys, are you all okay with this? I'm going to do it again. They're asking me to calculate the tax amount. In the details worksheet, they have told us tax is 20%. Okay, so what I'm going to do is equal whatever the total amount is multiplied by the tax amount. So instead of typing 20%, I'm going to refer to the cell. So I'm going to come to the details worksheet and refer to the cell. Okay, now press enter. So it says it is 138.4. This is how much of tax that has to be paid. Okay, the next question is display the cost of services including tax. So how do I get this? Very good. Equal this plus this. Tenula, I mean, since it's only two values, not necessary to use a sum function, but then why are you subtracting the pool? You don't subtract, you add. They have to also pay tax, so add. Okay. Okay. Final question, guys. Okay, everybody ready for this? And then we go for a break. Okay. Then we go for a break. Okay. Everybody get ready for this. Come on. Use one spreadsheet function in the discount column to, listen carefully, display the total cost of services including discount if the cost of services including tax is more than 800. If there is no discount available, 0 should appear in the cell. Okay, so guys, basically what they're telling is if it is more than 800 pounds, if the cost including tax is more than 800 pounds, we have to give a discount. How much discount? In the details worksheet, they have said you will get a 15% discount. So that is if it is more than 800 pounds. If it is not more than 800 pounds, how much of discount are we getting? 1 minute, guys. Let me explain the question first. You will get 0. Very good. So guys, you all have all told me what function I have to use. I have to use the if function. So I come to insert function. I come to if. Okay. What is my logical test? What am I checking? Cost of services, tax amount, or cost of services including tax? I am checking the F11. No, I'm checking F10. I'm checking F10. Hey, F10, right? We are checking F10. We are checking whether this value is greater than 800. We are checking whether F10 is greater than 800. Okay, Tedapun, I'm doing it the other way. Okay, we are checking is F10 greater than 800. If it is greater than 800, what do? I have to give a discount. Okay, so basically, how do we do that? Now comes how much? 15%. But guys, we don't type the amount. We come and refer to the cell. So I take the cost and minus it by the cost times this value. Everybody got that? Sayani, all of y'all, if it is more than 800, if F10 is more than 800, Sayani, what we do is we take the total cost and minus it by the cost multiplied by 15%. We're giving a 15% discount now. So the cost minus 15% of the total amount. That will tell us how much discount is there. Okay, let me explain this again. We have put over here, if F10, if this total cost is more than, I see they want it. Okay, give me a second. if F10 is more than 800, we have to give them a discount. So that's why over here I have put, if it is true, if it is more than 800, F10, take the total cost and minus it with the total cost times the discount amount. Okay, so over here it will tell us the new price. If it is false, if it is not more than 800, how much do we give them? We put 0. There is no discount. If it is not more than 800, we put 0. Methuli, there is no need to lock because we are not replicating now. No. This formula is only appearing for this particular cell. There is no replication going to take place. So no need to lock anything. Okay. So I'm going to click on OK. So over here it says the person has to pay 705.8 pounds. Anyone over here needs me to explain this if thing again? We're about to go for the break. If anyone's... I got discounted if possible. Disconnected. Okay, you mean disconnected. Okay, let's do it again. Now, guys, let me first ask you a question, Willow. Let me first ask you a question, Willow. Let me first ask you a question. Otherwise, it's a bit of a problem. Okay, now, guys, no, we are just repeating this if condition again. We are repeating this if condition again. Okay, now, all of y'all. What was I going to tell is now, Tedapun, all of you look here, 830 is the normal price you have to pay. Okay, normally they have to pay 830 pounds. Okay, normally they have to pay 830 pounds. Now, if I'm giving a 15% discount, discount, okay, how do we calculate it? Can somebody tell me how do we calculate this? 830 times 15% will tell us the discount amount. No, I want to know how much I have to pay. 830 multiplied by 15% will tell me how much deduction I'm getting. I want to know how much I have to pay. So then how do we do that? 830. So guys, 830, very good. 830 minus 15% of 830. You all agree with this? 830 times 85 over 100. Brian, that's also fine. Brian, 85 means 50, yes. Brian, your answer is also fine. I'm doing it in a different way. Okay, I'm doing it in a different way. So basically, if you are buying something for 830 and they're giving you a 15% discount, okay, Methuli, basically what you will do is 830 minus 15% of 830. So that will tell you how much you have to pay. Okay, we are okay with this maths now? Okay, now let's come and do the if condition over here. Insert function if. So now what are we checking? We are checking whether this value is greater than 800. That is what we are checking. Then the computer is asking, okay, if it is true, what do we do? What kind of a calculation do we do? So I'm telling my computer, if it is more than 800, if it is true and more than 800, then take this value and subtract it with this value times 15% times this value. Okay, I'm not typing the value, I'm referring to the value. Okay, is it clear? F10 minus F10 times the discount amount. Okay, somebody who asked me, Shukra, does it make sense what I just did if it is true? Tedapun, does it make sense? Tedapun, Tevansit. Okay, if it is true, I'm saying F10 minus F10 times the discount amount. Shukra, how about you? Awesome. Okay. And if it is false, if it is not more than 800, false means it's not more than 800. If it is not more than 800, 0. Don't give any discount. Just put 0 over there. Is it clear? We can't put 0, right? We cannot put 0. What should we put over here? If you put 0, then 0 will appear over here, which is wrong, right? If you put space, then nothing will appear. If you put space bar, nothing will appear. Guys, this is very important. No discount. So how do we put no discount? Oh, I never thought of this. Guys, if you put 0 over here, say for example, if the cost is 650, it will appear 0 over here, which is wrong. Customer doesn't have to pay anything. If you put 0, it's wrong, guys. So that means if the bill comes to 650, customer has to pay nothing now. If it is less than 800, no discount. So normal price, yes. So then how do we display the normal price? If it is false, the normal price has to be paid. So then how do we display that? Yes, F10, we just say F10, or if you want, we can say F10 minus 0. Okay, same answer. Okay, so if it is not more than 800, display F10 over here. Whatever is there in F10, sorry, whatever there is in F10, just display it over here. Or you can say F10 minus 0. You get the same answer. Are we okay with this? Everybody? Nehan, how about you, Nehan? You gave me the answer, Nehan. So Nehan, I think is sure. I think some have had a power cut, so they have moved. Faz, how about you, Faz? Shall we go ahead for a break, or shall we explain this to you again and go? You're good. Okay. Then guys, time is right now 6:35. So we'll go for about a 15-minute break because we have to come back in here another 1.5 hours. Okay. So we'll be back at 6:50. Okay. So have some coffee or something. We have a lot of work to do. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll see you all at 6:50. Okay. Okay, guys. Have a nice break. Okay. Not bye. Tedapur, not bye. We are coming back. Okay.
நான் எட்டியும் பார்த்தேன் நின்று பார்த்தேன்
Okay, I hope the others have come back. Shall we move forward? Okay, let's move forward then. Now, where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Let me close this. Okay, so if condition we have done. Now the rest I think should be pretty easy. Format the client's worksheet so that currency values show the currency symbol with 2 decimal places. So currency values, what are the currency values? This is length, so it's not currency. These are all currency values, isn't it? These are all monetary values. So let's come to the home tab. Yeah, just started. And I'm going to click on this and I'm going to say, I don't want dollar. I want it to be the English pound. Okay, make it pound. And it has to be 2 decimal places. It is already 2 decimal places. After the decimal point, you get 2 digits. If it doesn't appear for you over here, you can increase and decrease. Okay, can you see where my cursor is? From over here, you can increase and decrease. Okay, but it is supposed to be 2 decimal places, so keep it as it is. Okay, the total cost of services including discount is formatted to make it stand out from all other monetary values. The total cost of services should stand out from the others. So what can I do for it? What can I do for this to make it stand out from the others? Anybody? Make it bold, good idea. Highlight it, maybe, yes, maybe the dark blue or something. Okay, so this is enough, isn't it? Or maybe make the font a bit bigger. Okay, now it's appearing hashtag because there's not enough space, so make the column bigger. Okay, now you have enough space. That's enough, I think. Okay, then all of you, that's enough. All the data is visible. Is all my data visible, guys? Can I have an answer quickly? I don't think you all are looking properly. So example, client name not visible. Make the client name bigger. Client name is too big. What do we do for this then? Length in meters not visible. What do we do for client name, guys? If I make it too small, is that fine? Should I keep it like this? Okay. Cost of services, tax amount, all that is visible now. So then no problem. Okay. Next question. The row and yes, Tedapun, good answer. We could have done that. Yes, very good answer. The row and column headings and page footer are displayed when printed. The row and column headings. So guys, this A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 should be visible. So come to page layout and say you want the column headings to be visible, to be printed. Okay, enable printing for that. Okay, so when you come to printout, can you see A, B, C, 1, 2, 3 is appearing? Okay, make sure you do that. The next thing is, guys, okay, look here, save the spreadsheet as task B1. What is the shortcut key for save as? Shortcut key for save as, I have spoken about this. Very good. F12. So you're using a key, you're using a Control S for save. Save as, I'm asking Ranmit. So you're using a laptop now, so F and F12 and save it as task B1. Task B1. Excellent. Now, guys, the next thing that you need is, look here. They are telling you, display the formula view and print on 2 sides of A4 paper. Okay. Right now, formula view is not visible now, so we have to enable the formulas. So then we come to formulas and we come and say show formulas. Now, when you click this, all the columns get really big. Okay. Show formulas, columns get really big. So like Tedapur says, I'm going to click on this area. Can you see where my cursor is? Click here. All the columns get selected. And then I just come and double click on one of the columns. Okay. Just double click on one of the columns. They will all auto fit. Okay. Now, let me check and see. Let me check and see, is it fitting 2 A4 papers? Let me check and see, is it fitting 2 A4 papers? Control P. It's going to 3 pages. It's going into 3 pages. So let me change it to print only what I have selected. Even then it's going into 3 pages. I have to make it landscape, isn't it? Landscape. Yes, I have to make it landscape. Let's make it landscape and see. Portrait, let's make it landscape. Yes, now it's fitting 2 A4 papers. So perfect. Okay, now it's fitting 2 A4 papers. So now you can consider your job done. Okay. Brian, I heard that there won't be printing. I heard that there will not be printing, but I'm not confirming it yet. Okay, so let me just give me some time just before your exams. I'll confirm whether printing is there or not. Okay, Tetapun, we'll confirm it. Okay. Give me some time to confirm on it. Okay. Everybody, printing part is okay. Everybody, printing is okay, right? Select what you want and then come here and say print only what you have selected and make sure it's inside 2 pages. Okay. Question paper has said it should be inside 2 pages only. Okay. I'm moving on to the next question then. Going a little fast. Moving on to the next question. It says, now I'll go back to normal view. Okay. I'm going to go back to normal view. I'm going to switch off formula and go back to normal view. So formulas, switch it off. Okay. Auto fit. So auto fit, Nehan, how it works is, Nehan, can you see we have this kind of a triangle here? You click on it, and then come and double click on one of the columns. Come and double click on one of the columns. It'll auto fit. Okay. So Amina says, my school teachers confirmed that there is no printing. Oh, I see. Okay. So, okay, maybe there is no printing, but let me just check again myself as well. Okay. It'll be a good thing if there is no printing. It can save you all some more time. Okay. Let me confirm by next week. Okay. It seems like most probably there is no printing. Okay. Now guys, moving on to the next question. It says to filter the details to show only the cost for size 2 gardens. Okay. Okay, Pranav. Okay. Filter the details worksheet to only show the cost for size 2 gardens. So guys, when you come to the details worksheet, only size 2 should be visible. How do we hide everything else? By the way, I don't think printing is because of paper shortage. It's only a shortage Sri Lanka is having. Rest of the world is not having that problem, right? So this is a paper that, you know, many other countries will also be doing. Okay. Maybe it is a decision that they realize, you know, arranging a printer and then troubleshooting the printer and having practical issues with us, with printers. No, for example, Amina is not doing in Sri Lanka. So for her also, there is no printing. Okay, guys, let's come back to our question. So how do we put filters for this? Can anyone tell me where should I go for filters? I have to go home. Yes. And then click on sort and filter. Very good. Very, very good. And I say I want a filter. So my filter will come over here. And from over here, I will say I don't want everything to be visible. I want only size 2 visible. Okay. I don't want everything visible. I just want only size 2 visible. And I click on OK. So now only size 2 is visible. Okay. Very nice. Next question, it says display only the data for garden size reference and both cost columns. Garden size reference and both. So size range I have to hide. Okay. They haven't told me to display the size column. Okay. So size column, how do we hide it, guys? Just simply right click and say hide. Where is hide? Oh, sorry. Click on the entire column. Click on the entire column. Right click and say hide. Okay. So now you can see column B has been hidden. Okay. If you want to unhide it, you can simply come and right click over here and say unhide. Sorry. Right click and say unhide. So it comes back again. Okay. But now they have told us to hide it. So let us hide it. Okay. Guys, everything okay so far? I'm going to save this as task B2. Anybody needs me to go through anything? I went too fast. You couldn't catch up. Can you hide multiple columns or rows at the same time? Amina, yes, you can, but consecutively. Okay. One after the other. You can't select C and R and Z and then hide them at the same time. But consecutively, like B, C, D, you can hide at the same time. Okay. So let me show you. For example, C and D, you can select and then right click, hide. Okay, that's possible. Okay, so, okay. Next question. Okay, Mehdi wants you to create a suitable chart to display the garden size references and their cost. The chart must include a suitable title, X and Y axis labels, appropriate legends. Okay, major and minor grid lines. Okay, can you first tell me what are the columns I have to select? There is a question, can't we hide one row? Yes, you can hide one row. Select a specific row, right click and say hide. You can. Okay. Now guys, for my question, the question says we have to create a suitable chart to display the garden size reference and the cost. Garden size reference and the cost. Oh, Nehan, sure. Oh, okay. Okay. I should check that out. Okay. Garden size, reference, and the cost. So guys, I'm going to remove this filter now. Okay. I'm going to remove this filter now because we're going to create a chart. So I'm going to remove this filter. Okay. So I'm going to clear the filter, clear filter, because I want everything to come back, clear filter. Okay. There is a question. Is the hide option also found in the format? Is it? I don't know. It's there. Yes. So guys, there are two ways of hiding a column. You can either right click and say hide, or you can come to format and say hide column. You can do that as well. Okay. Thank you, Pranav. Okay. Now guys, can we have some answers for this chart, guys? What are the columns I need to select? So I need to select garden size reference and the cost, isn't it? So garden size reference. And how do I jump to the cost? Let me unhide it. Unhide it. 1 second. Okay, what are the columns I select, guys? Can somebody please tell me? To display the garden size references and their costs. So what are the columns I selected? Anybody? A, C, and D. A, C, and D. Yes. A, C, and D is the correct answer. Okay, so I select from A, then I press Control. I press Control and I select C, and then I continue to hold Control and I select D. Okay, so I need to select these three columns in order to plot my chart. Now the question paper hasn't told me what type of a chart. They have said it should. They have just said create a suitable chart. So I will ask my computer. I'll come to insert and ask my computer, what do you recommend? Okay. So recommended charts. The first one looks pretty easy to understand. Okay, Nehan. So I'll go with the first one itself. Okay. Now the first criteria is it should have a suitable title. So can I have a suitable title from somebody in the chat? Anybody? A suitable title for this chart? Pricing alone won't be enough. Pricing alone won't be enough. Shall we say garden size pricing, shall we say? Would this be costs at different size? That also sounds good. Or you can say garden size pricing. And guys, make it look like a title, okay? Make it look like a title. So make it bold, make it underlined, okay? The next thing is X and Y axis labels. How do I get that? Garden size, reference, and their cost, brand, perfect. How do I get the axis labels? I should so click on the plus symbol. Very good. Click on the plus symbol and tell you want 1 second. You want the axis titles. Okay. So over here, what would this be, guys? This would be not size of the garden size reference, isn't it? We're referring size 1, size 2, size 3 now. So if you say garden size, then you must say exactly what the size is. So you should say size, garden size reference. Garden size, ref full stop is enough. Over here, it will be, what will be over here? Makeover or lawn care? Very good. Pricing or cost. Okay, very good. Then next, guys, they have said appropriate legends and series name. Have you done that or not done that? Legends series name, are they visible? Guys, legends. So what is a legend? Legend will tell you, right? What is blue color? What is orange color? We call it either legends or series. So that's already visible. No? That's already there. It says a blue color is makeover, orange color is lawn care. That's already visible. Okay. Next thing is major and minor grid lines. So grid lines are also there. Okay. Grid lines have already been enabled. Okay. If you switch it off, it will be like this. If you enable, it will be like this. There are two columns. Shouldn't it be the total cost only? No, because Nehan, if you read the question, Nehan, can you see they're saying, and their costs. They didn't say display the total cost and their costs. So both of them you have to take. Okay. Grid lines are these lines here. These lines over here are known as the grid lines. Okay. These lines over here, these are what we call grid lines. So there is something else also. Yeah, so grid lines we have inserted. Okay, Pranav, I have ticked it, which means displayed. Okay, so guys, everyone okay with this now? Everybody okay? So then they tell me to go ahead and yeah, these are the grid lines, major, minor grid lines. Okay, now let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. Let me show you one more thing. Where is it? 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 Okay, can you see this, guys? For grid lines, we have even more options. Okay, we have even more options where you can make it even more in detail. Right now, we have just put the major ones. Okay, if you want, you can make it even so that you can see the exact value you can see. Okay, so you can come and say primary, minor, horizontal. Okay, or if you want, you can even go to more options and you can play around with it. Okay, for now, you can keep it as it is, or you can come to grid lines and say make it very, very specific. Okay, so that users can see exactly what is the value. Okay, is it clear, guys? I'll do that again. Otherwise it might be a little confusing. Look, I'll click on my chart. I'll come to my chart design and I'll come to my chart elements. For my chart elements, I'm looking for the grid line. From grid line, I will say I want it to be primary, minor. Okay, so it shows exactly where each value is. Okay. Then guys, they say to save the chart as save the spreadsheet as chart. Okay, let me do that as well. F12, and I'm going to save it as chart. Okay, that's also done. Then the next thing is, guys, okay, now we have some questions to answer. Okay, state the result of using the length functions on the contents of cell A1. What would be the result, guys? If I use the length function on A1, what do you all think, guys? Yeah. Why have they said A1? State the result of 1 minute. I must have getting confused now. On A1, or they mean 1 second. Let's check it, guys. I'm also a little confused over here. I am also confused over here. Let me check it myself. So what does length do? Returns a number of characters in a text string. Everybody? Returns a number of characters in a text string. And normally this length function, we had never done it before. Suddenly it appears, right? So like this, surprising questions tend to come. Even in the theory paper, at least 1 or 2 surprising questions will come. Okay, so guys, what does the length function do? The length function will tell you how many characters are there. So what would be the result, guys? If I use it for A1, what would the result be? What would the result be? So if I use the length function on A1, it'll tell me how many characters are there. Okay, 6 characters? No, it's more than 6, right? So garden is 6, shed is 4, that is going to be 10. Then another 4, it's going to become 14. Okay. And then 16 plus 5, 21, isn't it? 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21, 22, sorry, 22. Yeah, only A1. So it will be 22, correct. Describe how the function equal product A4 to C4 and 2 works. What does product do? Product is multiply. Yes, it will multiply. Very good. So product is used to multiply the values. Okay. Product is used to multiply the values. So basically what will happen is A4 to C4. So 4 times 3 times 3 and then multiply by 2 again. Okay. Times 2. I mean twice. Okay. Everybody okay with that? Give one benefit of using functions in spreadsheets. What is the benefit of using functions such as VLOOKUP, if, then for example, what's another one we use? COUNTIF. What are the benefits of max, min? What are the benefits of using these functions? To reduce human errors. It saves time. No, no, no. It will be more accurate and faster. No, no. To get accurate results, those are vague answers. You know, you have to, giving you, I mean, a little more details you have to give. Sort results. So for example, if we use the if condition is a function. Okay, if condition is a function. Okay, to take values from different locations. Okay, Shukra, can be. So can we say something like this? Using functions. Now when we have if condition or we have VLOOKUP condition, it becomes, what do you say? We get question by question, right? It first asks us what is your lookup value, then it asks us what is your table array, then it asks us what is your column index number, then it asks you what is your range lookup, isn't it? So you can say benefit of using functions is, you can say typing a formula would be difficult. Okay, typing a formula might be long and difficult for the user to figure out. Okay, but when he uses a function, the function will ask him step by step what he wants to achieve. You get it? When you type a formula, it might be long, it might be difficult for you to figure out what needs to be multiplied with what needs to be taken from what. It might be difficult for you to figure out. But when you use a function, it will ask you step by step, what is your lookup value? What is your table array? What is your column index number? You just have to fill in the blanks. You get it? When you use a function, you just have to fill in the blanks. And then you click on the OK button, it does the whole thing for you. You get it? So you can say benefit of using a function is it becomes easier to what you can say, it becomes easier to input the values as the computer will ask us step-by-step questions. Okay, in a function, the computer will ask us step-by-step questions, which makes it easier for us to enter values. Okay, is the function the little box where you build up the formula? Yes. So Neha, this is the function. Okay, now for example, if I take a function from here, this is one function. So it asks us step by step, what is your logical test? What are you checking? Then what if it is true? What if it is false? Now, Nehan, when we enter a formula, we just have to simply type it over here, which can be difficult for us to type. Okay, it can be complicated and difficult for us to type out a formula, but instead in a function, step by step questions are asked. So we just have to fill in the blanks, which is easier for us to deal with. Okay. Anybody wants me to repeat that part again? Seems like everybody is okay with that. What was the first answer? First answer was where? This one. Okay, state the result of using the length function on the contents of cell A1. So, Brian, if you use the length function here, len function, if you use it on A1, it will return the number of characters that are there inside A1. It will tell you how many characters are there inside A1. So there is a total of 22 characters here. Okay, inside A1, there is a total of 22 characters. So it will return 22. Okay. Afka, how about you, Afka? Very quiet, everything okay? Afka is not with us. Oh, she's not with us. Brian, okay, right? Okay. Then, guys, what is the next question we have? What is the next question we'll have? We'll try to, now we have finished graphics designing. Word processing, we'll keep it for some time. Spreadsheet, we have finished. Web authoring, we have, sorry, presentation, we have finished. Okay, let's move on to the database question then. Let's move on to the database question. Let's move on to the database question. Okay, give me a second, guys, to close all what I don't need now. Oh. ALs no Ramit. ALs is quite messed up, so we are not doing. Okay, give me a second to copy and paste this. Okay, Control C, Control V. Till what time we have class? I mean, I'm hoping to wrap up by 8 p.m. Okay, I mean 8 p.m. means another how many? 43 minutes more, like. Okay. I hope at least database, if I can finish it, that will be a big thing for me. Okay, guys, everybody. Ashraf, okay, Ashraf. Let's go through this. So over here, they have given us a database. The database is called boat hire, and there are two tables. Okay, this is one of the toughest database questions that I found. So I selected this to do with you all. Okay, so there are two tables. One is called boat, and one is called hire. Okay, two tables, boat and hire. And over here, they have given you a description of the table. Okay, in case you want to know what is berths, what is cabin. Over here, the description has been given to you. Okay, so I'll be skipping this gray color part. Okay. Next, it tells us to create a data entry form for the boat table. For the boat table, we have to create a data entry form. Okay, so I'm going to open the boat table. Let me go to my database. Where is it? My database is over here. Boat hire. Okay, guys, stay with me. And I'm going to click on enable content, and I'm going to come to create. And I'm going to, go to the boat table. I first go to the boat table, and then I click on create, and I go for form. I tell the computer to create the entire form for me. Okay. Just click on form, and the entire form has been created for you. Okay, as you can see, the entire form has been created for you. Now, guys, the first requirement is include the ITSC logo you created in task A1A. Now, that particular activity we did not do. So I'm just going to use a random image. Okay. Now, guys, when it comes to inserting logos, I recommend you go into design view. Go into design view. Okay. And then when inserting the logo, guys, first make sure you have not selected any fields. Okay, first make sure none of the fields are selected. Just click on this blank area over here. Okay, then come to form design. Come into form design then, and then guys, over here you have the option to insert logo. But the problem is when you take logo, it doesn't automatically resize. The image doesn't automatically resize. So going with logo option, I don't recommend at all. Instead, go with insert image. When you go with insert image, it automatically resizes for you. That's really awesome. Okay. So instead of going with insert logo, go with insert image. Okay. Insert image. This is my image. Where do they tell me to insert it? I think in the house style, they said it should be in the top right corner in the house style. Okay. They said it should be in the top right corner. So it has to be somewhere over here. I'm going to draw it. Now see guys, automatically image has been resized. Can you see the entire image is visible? It has been resized. Let me show you the problem. If I click insert logo, okay, I'm going to undo this. When I click on insert logo, I have to find the image. A desktop file. Okay, now this is a picture of a lion. When I click on OK, can you see guys, the logo has come. Can you see the lion is not visible because the image doesn't automatically resize. Okay, the image does not automatically resize, which is why I don't like to go with logo. Okay, I prefer very much to go with insert image, so you can draw it where you want it to appear. It will automatically resize. Okay, I hope you all get it. Property sheet wasn't there. Okay, Nehan, I'll show you that. How to insert automatically resized images. So Sharmi, that's why I'm going to undo this. Okay, going through logo I don't recommend, so I'm going to undo this. Home, undo. Okay, so Sharmi, what I was telling was, instead of going to insert logo, come here and say insert image. When you go with insert image and when you draw it, it automatically resizes. Can you see the entire boat is visible? Resizing automatically happens. It asks you where do you want to draw it, you put it, and resizing automatically happens. Okay, Nehan, coming back to your question, Nehan, you said property sheet is not visible for you. So if you want the property sheet to be visible for you, come to form design and just click on property sheet. I want the property sheet to be visible. Okay, Nehan? Okay, moving on to the next question, guys. It says it should include a suitable title. Okay, it should include a suitable title. So I'll just simply say this is the board table. No, this is the board table. So I'll just say boats available for hire. I'll just say boats available for hire. Available for hire. Okay, that is going to be my title. The next thing is, now comes the interesting part. The boat ID field should be 3 centimeters. The length should be 2 centimeters. Okay, so the length, look here, the boat ID field, it should be 3 centimeters in width. It should be 3 centimeters in width. Okay, so how do we do that? We click on the boat ID field, and then on the right hand side, yes, you have format now. On the right hand side, you have the property sheet now. Inside that, come to format and look for the width. Right now the width is 7 inches. Right now it is 7 inches. Change it to 3 centimeters. 3 cm. So type 3 cm and press enter. You have a problem. All the fields are changing with it. Okay, all the fields are changing with it. That's a problem. Okay, you don't want that happening. You want only the board ID field to change. So undo this, undo it. And now what you do is, yes, the reason all the fields are changing, everybody, the reason that all the fields are changing is because they are all grouped together. So when one gets pulled, all the others are also getting pulled. So we need to ungroup them. We need to take them out of the group. We need to separate them. Okay, so how do we do that? Can you see there's a plus symbol over here? Can you see where my cursor is? Just above it, there's a plus symbol. When you click on that, all the fields get selected. Now you can go and ungroup it. Everybody, okay? Let me do that again. Come and click on one field. When you click on one field, this plus symbol comes on the left top. Click on that. Now all the fields get selected. Now you need to ungroup it. So come to form design, come to arrange and say remove layout, which means ungroup them. Okay, remove layout. Okay, perfectly done. Now they have been ungrouped. Now they are individual fields. They are not grouped together now. Now what you do is you come and click on board ID. Sorry, just come and click on a blank space so that they get unselected. Okay, now come and click on board ID. Can you show that again? Okay, let me undo this. So Ashrif, the problem was all of them are grouped together. When I change one, everything is changing. I don't want that happening. Okay, Ashrif. So Ashrif, what I did was I clicked on one field and then this plus symbol appears. Okay, so when I click on this plus symbol, Ashrif, all the fields get selected. Now I need to ungroup them. So I come to form design and arrange. I come to arrange and I tell my computer remove layout. Remove layout means ungroup them. Okay, so I come and click on remove layout. Now they have been ungrouped. Now each field is separate. Okay, each field is separate now. So now Ashrif, what I can do now is I can come and click on board ID. I can come onto the right hand side and for width I will change it to 3 centimeters. 3 cm. Enter. Now do you see? Only board ID is changing. The others don't get affected because they have been separated. Okay. The next thing is length. Length should be 2 centimeters. Length should be 2 centimeters. Click over here and change this to 2 cm. That's it. Okay. That's it. Everybody okay with this? Anybody confused here? Can I know if anybody is having difficulty here? Okay, seems like nobody is having difficulty. Okay, then I'm going to move forward. Guys, over here, they tell us to insert this data. If we are inserting this data, which view should I go into? Which view should I go into? Obviously, design view, I can't. Form view, form view. I have to go into form view. Okay, I have to come into form view and I have to take a new record. Okay, come and click this. Can you see this arrow with this arrow with a yellow star? So the arrow with a yellow star will give me a blank record. Now I can enter my data. What is my data? OC456 Bernie 84. I can enter this data into my form. Okay, everybody. Okay. OC456, boat name is Bernie, number of births is 842, length is 10, no classic, 10, no, and this is going to be classic. Okay, now guys, I'm going to save my form. I'm going to save it as boat underscore form. But when now quick question, whatever data I enter I enter into this form, where does it go? Where does this data go? Okay, table. What table? Board table or higher table? It goes to the board table. Okay, let's see if you're correct or wrong below. But when I come to the board table, there is no Bernie. No, Bernie is not there. But when I come here, Bernie is not. I must refresh. How do we refresh? Oh, refresh all. Yes. So Amila, you can either, I didn't know about this refresh. Thank you, Pranav. There's something called refresh here. Okay, so you can simply click refresh. Okay, so Shukra, all of you are not necessary to close and open. Not necessary to close and open. You can simply click on refresh. That works. Okay, all this time I was closing and opening, but today I realized you can click on refresh. Okay, everybody okay with that? No? Nice. Next question. Okay, this is the question I was waiting to ask you all. Okay, I'm supposed to create a query now. Okay, so Selvi wants a list of boats that are Premier Plus, have a skipper available, are more than 15 meters in length, or have more than 10 berths. Okay, so let me go and first create the query below. Create query design. Which table do we refer to? We refer to the boat table. Okay, question paper says use the boat table. Therefore, this is SAM2. Okay, which fields do we use? Which fields do we use? Boat ID, boat name, boat ID, boat ID, length, boat name, length, boat name, berths. Okay, now the first, not 2021, this is called SAM2, sample assessment material 2 paper. Okay, first requirement is it should be Premier Plus. So guys, Premier Plus will come inside which field? Premier Plus will come inside which field? Name or style? I think Premier Plus will come inside style, isn't it? Premier Plus style, no? So I think it will come inside style, isn't it? So I'll take style. And remember guys, we are not supposed to show this field. Question paper never told us to show, no? Here they haven't mentioned to show the style. So make sure you untick this. Yes, remove the tick. And in double quotes, we want all the Premier Plus. Okay, we want all the Premier Plus. Second criteria is it should have a skipper available. So I will take skipper. I will not show it. What is my criteria for skipper available? Yes. But remember guys, this yes is a command word. It's a command word. So don't type it inside double quotes. Is it clear? This yes is a command. It's not a word you're looking for. Okay, so don't put it inside double quotes. Finally, it should be more than 15 meters in length. Okay, so I will take length and I will say it should be more than 15. So greater than 15. Or if it is not more than 15, it should have more than 10 berths. If it is not, I mean, it should be either more than 15 meters in length or it should have more than 10 berths. So guys, you can't write greater than 10 in the same row. If you write greater than 10 in the same row, that's wrong because then you're saying it should be greater than 15 and greater than 10. So that's wrong. Okay, you should put greater than 10 in the next row. Greater than 10 in the next row because it's a O. Now guys, if I find a boat that has more than 10 berths, should it be Premier Plus and should the skipper also be available? If I find a boat that has more than 10 berths, should it be Premier Plus and should the skipper be available? Does Premier Plus and yes also apply to more than 10 berths? Yes, it does. Okay, this is the confusing part. Look here, they are saying it should be Premier Plus, it should have a skipper available, and it should be more than 15 meters in length. If not more than 15 meters in length, then check for more than 10 berths. Is it clear? So the 10 row, the 10 berths row should also have Premier Plus and skipper available. This is where many people are going wrong. Okay, they are putting more than 10 in the next row, but they are not putting Premier Plus and skipper available with it. So that's how they're going wrong. Okay, keep in mind over here, more than 15 meters in length applies to these two, Premier Plus and skipper. Otherwise, or more than 10 berths, still we need skipper and we still need Premier Plus style. Okay, little confusing there, but just keep in mind. Okay, so this is how your query should be. So again, you will copy and paste this. Control C, Control V, and yes, Control C, Control V. Okay, guys. Oh, there was a video I wanted to show you all today. Okay, let me show it to you all after this. Okay, everybody okay with this? Everybody okay with this query? Anybody confused with this query? Sanuthi, everything okay? Sayani okay? Sharon, okay? But 15 meters in length can't be criteria, right? Because because if you have a boat with plus 10 boat, Nehan, I got a little confused with your question. So Nehan, they are basically asking us, we want boats that are either more than 15 meters in length or have more than 10 berths. So for example, there is a boat that is, for example, 10 meters in length, but it has more than 10 berths. Then we need it. You get it? Any one of it, if it satisfies, we want it. If it's either more than 15 meters in length, or if it has more than 10 berths, we want it. Okay. Shukra is asking, Neha, did I answer your question? Okay. So Shukra is asking, why did we put 10 in the next row now? Because they have told us O. They have said O. If I put it in the same row, it means and. More than 15 meters and more than 10 berths. That's what happens if I put it in the same row. If I put it in the same row, it's and. More than 15 and more than 10 berths. Question paper didn't tell and. Question paper said O. It should either have 15 meters or it should be more than 10 berths. Okay, so I put 15 in one row, 10 in another row because of O. Okay. Shukra, do you understand the difference between and O? Say, for example, if I tell somebody, I want people who have gone to India and Pakistan. What does it mean? It means they have gone to both those countries. But if I say I want people who have gone to India or Pakistan, it means if they have gone to any one of those countries, please come in front. Shukra, do you understand the difference between and O? Okay. So that's why I have put in a separate row, because if I put it in the same row, it will become and more than 15 and more than 10. So then it's wrong. I need to be O. Any one, if it satisfies, I want it. Okay. So then we can go ahead and click on run. And these are our results. And then the past paper over here tells you how to save it. Save the query as Premier Plus. So you can then go ahead and click on save and say Premier Plus. Okay. Okay. Moving on, guys, take a screenshot. All this gray color part we will be skipping. Okay, this gray color part we can skip. Oh, there is sorting also that needs to be done. Be sorted in descending order of length. I forgot to do that. So guys, can I change the order now or now it's too late? Can I change the order now or it's too late? Okay, Ashraf, how? Okay, how? Create a new query. Design view, very good. Come into design view and say you want the what? Length to be in descending order. Length should be descending. You can go and click on run again. Okay, superb, superb, superb. Okay, over here there is another one. Okay, we can do this query as well. We can do this query as well. Open the higher table. So let us get into the higher table. Okay, give me a second. Let me show you all this. Give me a second to show you all this. I hope now you all have seen this, but if you all have seen it, please don't go to tell anybody what it is all about. Okay. Okay. Okay, give me a second. Pranav, yes, you can do that, Pranav. You can. Definitely you can. That way, that is method number 2, or that's another method of doing it. Okay. Nice. Okay, guys, this is a simple video for you all. Okay.
Just give me 1 second. Thank
Sure.
you. Sorry. Uh-huh. Hey. Hi. 2 minutes. Thank you. Hi, good afternoon. Sorry about that.
Oi.
Hi, nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Have you ever done one of these interviews over the camera before?
No.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the job to get started with. It's not just a job, it's sort of probably the most important job. The title that we have going right now is Director of Operations, but it's really kind of so much more than that. Responsibilities and requirements are really quite extensive. First category for the requirements would be mobility. This job requires that you must be able to work standing up most or really all of the time, constantly on your feet, constantly bending over, constantly exerting yourself, a high level of stamina.
Okay.
That's a lot. For how many hours?
135 hours to unlimited hours a week. It's basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I'm sure you'll have a chance from time to time to maybe just sit down here and there, yeah?
You mean like a break?
Yeah.
No, there are no breaks available.
Is that even legal?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like no lunch.
You can have
or-
lunch, but only when the associate is done eating their lunch.
I think that's a little intense.
No,
No, not possible.
that's crazy.
Now, this position requires excellent negotiation and interpersonal skill. We're really looking for someone that might have a degree in medicine, in finance, and the culinary arts. You must be able to wear several hats. Associate needs constant attention. Sometimes they have to stay up with an associate throughout the night. Being able to work in a chaotic environment, if you had a life, we'd ask you to sort of give that life up. No vacations. In fact, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and holidays, the workload is gonna go up, and we demand that with a happy disposition.
That's almost cruel. That's almost a very, very sick, twisted joke.
Worried about when there's time to sleep or...
Oh, no time to sleep.
Yeah, all encompassing almost.
That's exactly right.
365 days a year?
Yes.
No, that's inhumane.
That's very insane.
The meaningful connections that you make and the feeling that you get from really helping your associate are immeasurable. Also, let's cover the salary. The position is going to pay absolutely nothing.
Excuse me?
No. Nobody's doing that for free.
Yeah,
You're
pro
crazy.
bono, completely for free.
No.
What if I told you there's someone that actually currently holds this position right now? Billions of people, actually.
Who?
Moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moms.
That's awesome.
Oh.
And they meet every requirement, don't
wow.
Oh my God. Moms are the best.
Yeah, there's no pay. They're 24 hours. They're always there.
Now I'm thinking about my mom.
they? Yeah, and what are you thinking about her?
I'm thinking about all those nights and everything.
Thank you so much for everything you do. I know it doesn't seem like I appreciate all of it, but I definitely do.
So, Mom, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done. I love you very much. You've been there through thick and thin. My mom is just awesome. She's awesome.
Okay, so that was, since today is Mother's Day, I thought maybe we should watch something like that. Okay, so pretty very, I mean, like nearly 100% accurate, isn't it? We don't realize it, but oh, they do a lot of things. A lot of things they do. Guys, shall we attempt this? This also has a bit of a confusing part. Okay, shall we just quickly try this out? Structure of the higher table. We have to use the higher table this time. Create query design. So in this case, we have to use, nice, Nehan, please do that. We have to use which table? We have to use the higher table. Okay, we have to use the higher table. So I will take the higher table from over here. Double click, pull that down. Okay, so guys, what are the fields we need? We need the boat ID, customer name, and customer email. Boat ID, customer name, customer email. Okay, there is something confusing coming up. Embrace yourselves, get ready. Okay, now over here they say Selby wants a list of customers from Spain and Singapore who hired boats in week 27. Okay, so Shukra over here they have said list of customers from Spain and Singapore. Okay, so which field will we be referring to for this particular criteria? Which field will we be referring to? Anybody? Spain and Singapore will come from which field? The country field. Okay, country field. Now I will not be showing it, obviously. Question paper didn't tell me to show it. Now how do I put the criteria over here? Can anyone tell me how do we put the criteria? Anyone? How do we put the criteria? Spain or Singapore? Do you all agree with these guys? Do we put Spain or Singapore? By the way, Ashraf, you mean Spain in double quotes, Singapore in double quotes, right? And Tenla, what do you think? Tenla says no. Spain, okay. Sharoni, correct. Ranmit, you're saying we put add, but Ranmit, is it possible to get one customer from both these countries? Because Ranmit, when you look at our table, when you look at the higher table, each customer is given only one country, right? So how can we put and? You see the problem? Yes, one person cannot be from two countries. So Ranmit, even though they have put the word and over here, we on our own have to figure out and understand that even though they have said and, it is O. Okay, even though they have said and, we have to understand that they mean O, Spain or Singapore. Ranmit, does it make sense? Okay, so Shukra, you also joined us just now. So they have said Selvi wants a list of all customers from Spain and Singapore. Now Shukra, even though they say Spain and Singapore, when we type our query, we should say Spain or Singapore, because one customer cannot be from two countries. Okay, don't think so far. I mean, you have to think based on the database. No, in the database, only one country is being given. So we have to use only one country. Okay, in the database, only one country is given for each customer. So we have to use only one country. Okay. So even though they say Spain and Singapore, we have to type it as Spain or Singapore. And remember guys, it has to be in double quotes. If you don't put double quotes also, it will work. But the right way to do it is putting inside double quotes. So inside double quotes, you have to say Spain or Singapore. Okay. And the next criteria is, guys, it should be week 27. So week 27 comes inside which field? Date of hire. So Tenula, how do I type it? Do I type week 27? Do I type 27? How do I check what should I type? How do I check what to type? Do I type week 27 or 27 or? So best I go and check the hire table, right? Let's go and check the hire table. Very good. Very good. So in the higher table, they put the full word week 27. Okay. So you also do the same thing. Okay. You can write Singapore in the next line, right? No. Ashraf, I'll come to you. So I can type week 27. Okay. Week 27. Okay. Ashraf, if you put Singapore in the next line, no problem. You can put Singapore in the next line, but then you must also put week 27 next to it. Because even if they are from Spain or Singapore, they also have to be doing a hire in week 27, right? You get it, Ashraf? So if you want, you can put Singapore in the next line, no problem. But then don't forget to put week 27 also in the next line, because Singapore also applies for week 27. Ashraf, does it make sense what I just said? Confused? Shall I go through it again? Ashraf, you're with me? So Ashraf was asking, can we write Singapore in the next line? Yes, you can write Singapore in the next line, no problem. But then don't forget to put week 27 also for Singapore. Okay. We should put, okay, hold on. We should put week 27 again in the double quotes. Yeah, you week 27, you should put in double quotes. Yes, correct. You should put the week 27 in double quotes. Okay, so Shukra, basically what's happening here is in the question paper, they're asking, we want list of customers from Spain and Singapore. Okay. Now, even though they are saying Spain and Singapore, when we write the criteria, we must say Spain or Singapore, because a customer can only be from one country. No, in the criteria, if you write Spain and Singapore, you're not going to get any results, because one customer can't be from two countries, right? So when you write your criteria in Access, you must write Spain or Singapore. Okay. The reason I took this question is, even though the question paper says and, you have to understand that when you type the criteria, you have to use the word O, because it's not possible for one customer to be from two countries. Okay. For the checkbox criteria, we write yes, no, or true, false. Yes, Neha, correct. For that, we type either yes, no, or true, false. But right now, we don't have that for us, right? Okay. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. I'm going to come to query design. I'm going to click on run. So this goes ahead. Okay. And I'm going to save this. I'm supposed to save this as what? Save it as week 27 underscore query. Okay. Then guys, our final part is where we have to create a report. Create a database report to display the results. So guys, to create the report, stay in the query. Stay in the query. Then come to create. and say you want a database report. Where's report? Report is over here. Okay, let the computer create the entire report for you. Report has been created for you. Now guys, the first thing is it should have a suitable title. Can somebody give me a suitable title for this? What shall we say? Customers from Spain or Singapore who hired boats on week 27. Shall we say something like this? Customers from Spain or Singapore who hired boats on week 27. Okay. Next thing is include the logo. So once again, guys, when coming for logo, let's go into design view, and then once again, instead of going for insert logo, I'm going to go for insert image. I have told you why. Okay. So insert image, I'll go with this and I'll draw it over here. Guys, why am I putting in the top right corner? Because in the house style, they have mentioned logo should be in the top right corner. That's why I'm putting in the top right corner. Okay. Then next, guys, show only the required fields. How to insert a background image. Background image is so you click where you want it to appear in the page. So you, for example, come and click over here, and then here we have it's somewhere over here we have background image. No, over here in format. Okay, Afka, in format you select your image and put it as your background image. Okay, just click on a blank area in the form. In a blank area in the form, come to the format tab and take a background image. Okay. Afka, all right. Okay. Then moving on. Show only the required fields. Okay, that's also done. Show the records sorted. Show the records sorted as required. Sorting also. We didn't do the sorting, right? Guys, sorting we forgot to do in the query, right? Let's do the sorting now, Vilu. Let's do the sorting now. How to do the sorting? Can anyone tell me where should I go for sorting? If I'm going to do the sorting in the report, where should I go now? No, without going to query, how do we do the sorting in the report? How about if I come to report view? Let's come to report view, and sorting should be done for what? Sorting should be done for country, no? Sorting should be done for country. So, we can't do it here, no? Country is hidden, no? Country is hidden. So we have to do it in the query itself. Yeah, because country is not visible here. So in the query itself, we have to do it. Come to design view. And for country, we have to say sort what? Sort ascending. Okay, sort ascending, run. So we have to do our report again from the beginning. Create report. Yes. Okay, so over here we put a name, customers. Customers from Spain or Singapore hired boats in 7. Okay, that is done. Then we have to come to design view and insert our logo, insert image. Done. And then finally, guys, enter your name, candidate number, and center number in the page footer. So this is the page footer area. It's too small. Let's increase it and let's come to label. Okay, we have to take a label, a text box label. Take a label, draw label over here, and put your name, candidate number, and your center number. Okay, so your name, your candidate number, and your center number. Okay, guys, that's how we do the report. So now if you want to see how it looks, come to report view. This is how it looks. It looks quite fine. Okay, guys, anything else with regard to this report? I think that's the end of this question. We have to save it as week 27 underscore report. Underscore report. Okay. Do we have time? Do we have to type our full name? No, it doesn't matter. You can type your first name even. That's enough. Okay. First name itself should be quite fine. Guys, any other questions, guys? We'll keep web authoring and word processing for next week then. Okay. Web authoring, word processing, we'll keep it for another day. Okay. I also want to do a theory paper with you all. Okay. So we'll try and do that as well. Okay. So for now, we'll wrap up with this then. Okay, keep practicing your assignments, guys. Today is the 8th, which means another 8 days you have before the exam start. Okay, keep me busy, send me messages if you need help or anything. Some of you have already sent. I haven't, this week I did not send anything yet because a lot of previous assignments remaining. So this week I didn't send anything. Okay, some of you have already sent me work. I haven't got back to you all yet. Just give me some time. I'll definitely get back to you all in the next few days. Okay. Anything else I have to tell you all? No, I guess that's it. If anything else, I'll drop a message in the group. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Take care then. Tomorrow is Monday. Okay. Hope you all have a blessed week, a good week, productive week. Okay. Take care, guys. Until we meet again. Take care. Which paper was this from? Amila, we did a bunch of questions from different papers. So look, graphics designing, I did from 2021 November. Spreadsheet, we did from 2021 November. Database, we did from SAM2. Okay. I'm mailing you all the files now. I'm mailing you all the files. Okay. Okay, guys. Take care. See you. Bye-bye. Good night, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome, guys. See you.